And welcome back to CMA Fest 2024. Coverage continues here inside the Music City Center. We got a couple of more left to here. KKTC True Country 99.9 and our friends at HighTideCountry.net here, back here. And of course, Lane Pittman joining us here again, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast.com. Again, Brandon, Elise Saunders will be here tomorrow too as well. She's having a flight delayed right now too. She'll be here tomorrow. Full coverage starting at 10 a.m. all the way till about 4 o'clock coming up tomorrow here inside the Music City Center. The rush was on for Dolly this morning. It'll be for Cody Johnson coming up tomorrow too as well. And Australian recording artist Lane Pittman joining us here on the show. What's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
A little tired like you. The jet lag was all over us last night. You had a longer flight than I did, but getting delayed at DFW last night for Dallas-Fort Worth was crazy, 2 or 3 hours. But making it here, we're here in one piece, but for you it had to be a long flight.
Yeah, I mean, we landed in on Tuesday and still the jet lag's thrown me around. I think first one was 13 hours and then LA to Nashville, whatever that is, 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that, with like a 4-hour layover in the middle. So I'm functioning barely, but I'm here and it's Nashville and it's absolutely mental.
Yeah, we're about to get out of here, get something to eat, rehydrate, and get ready for the show tonight at Whiskey Bent from 6 to 9 o'clock tonight with our friends at Nashville Universe. Let's talk about your EP out there across all the platforms. Just came out right there in early May. Let's Get Lost, a great song on there too as well. I know you were excited to get this music out to your fans.
Yeah, look, it's been a long time in the works. Obviously, we've been working on it for the last year or so. We toured with Luke Combs and Cody Johnson when they came to Australia last year and road tested a few of these songs. And really, I was really picky with every song. Obviously, for a first release, you want to make a statement and have people know who you are as an artist. I think that's what we really did with the EP. So I'm super proud of each track on it.
Let's talk about that one for Let's Get Lost. And lyrically, I love it when it comes down to just a song telling a story. And that's what you guys do with this particular EP with some great songs on there. Specifically that one, Let's Get Lost. Tell us a little backstory of that one.
Yeah, look, I mean, I got really lucky with this EP. All these rights came straight out of here, Music City. And as soon as I heard this one, I knew there was going to be an issue. It's just such an earworm, like vocally. I was singing it in places I shouldn't have been. Like I was walking around school before we'd even agreed to cut it. And I was like, let's get lost. And I was like, oh, you can't sing that here because people are going to think that's your song. So I knew we were onto something good, but I think the message of it is so simple and people need to hear it these days. Everyone just gets so stressed. They're like caught up in social media or their work or, just there's something to be stressed about these days. And it's a good reminder to just take some time and breathe.
We all got to do that too because we get so busy in our lifestyles, and of course, anything that you do out there too as well. It's taking that me time is so important out there too. You had the performance earlier today too. You mentioned the spotlight stage. How cool was it to be on that? And of course, that's the platform of what this week means for fans and artists. And now to have Lane Pittman on a spotlight stage at CMA Fest, has it even sunk in?
Not really. I mean, if you would have told like 6 or 7-year-old me that I was going to play a gig in Nashville, I probably would have laughed in your face because it's something like being a kid from Australia. Like if you want to do country music, you're like, oh, Nashville would be cool one day, but it'll never happen. And, I've been super lucky and to be out there today, there was a good Aussie crowd there. And while the Americans were still predominant, like it was good to have some people from the home country there supporting. And I think the one cool thing about CMA is the fans are here for the music, regardless if they know you or not. They're here for a good song and a good story. And I think that's what I love about it the most.
When you look at the rest of 2024, I mean, we're almost halfway done with it. But for you, obviously, you guys are writing this EP, but I know artists never rest on their laurels. They're always working on the next project or the next set of songs. Talk about as much as you can what you're most looking forward to with new music, songs, EPs, full-length albums, things that are coming out as we get ready for the back half of this year.
Yeah, I'm spending a week here after CMA Fest, and I'm getting in some rights with some really cool people and recording some stuff for the next EP once I get back. But mostly back into this year back home, we're just touring hard, hitting a lot of festivals, and that's the one thing I love is just getting out and playing live music. I think for me, it's just that adrenaline rush and that hit of seeing the fans and feeling them react to the music.
When you look at how strong Australian country is now, do a lot of artists over there have done a lot of artists in the past when I started doing the show here. Haley Jensen, the names go on and on for just super talent. There's an artist, Zoe, here in town, and she's killing it right now too as well. Love her stuff. And just so many great Australian country artists. What is it just in the water? Because I know it's a different kind of paradigm over there too, but you got some strong country music fans and you guys kind of filtering into Nashville now to kind of, earn your rightful place here with the Nashville recording artists. It's got to feel good, but also seeing that talent come from your home country and really invading Nashville in a good way, in a positive way. Australian fans, they love their country.
They do. I mean, country's really started to become a cool genre. I mean, I think it's worldwide that country's starting to become that thing. Like I have mates who 3 years ago wouldn't have listened to country, and like 6 months ago they were sending me "I Like It, I Love It" by Tim McGraw. And we're like, "Have you heard this song?" I was like, "Since I was 2." Like, let me school you. I sent them like a good playlist, but I think that's what's so good, and people are really starting to realize that the good country music can come from anywhere, and you get the people like Haley Jensen and Casey Barnes coming through and really cementing themselves over here, and it just opens a door for so many people like me to come through and kick that door open just a little bit wider.
When you have some downtime, I guess for what downtime there is, either back home or even here, some things you like to do for fun when not doing music.
Look, I'm a teenager. I just turned 18, so I can't lie. Video games are like a solid hobby for me whenever I'm not on the road. I play a little bit of Call of Duty and just like trash talk kids when I headshot snipe them because, that's what we do.
Well, I guarantee you, there's some good food in this town, and I'm still trying to work my way. I had the hot chicken. I'm working on some other. Was asking Frank about some other restaurants right there too as well for good Mexican food. But good spots to eat in this town. Anywhere specifically you're looking to eat in this town while you're here?
Look, I had Wendy's last night. I checked that off the list. They reckon Chipotle is pretty good. They reckon Sonic as well. My goal is to just put on 5 kilos before I leave next Sunday.
Do that too as well, which is good too. Hey, Aussie's big over there too. I know, like I said, different on what you call football. We call football here in America, but it's cool to see, man, just rugby doing so well over there in your home country. And I love watching like the YouTube videos and what the guys do to put into this to kind of perfect their craft. Are you a huge kind of football fan in your home country?
I am. We had they have a big rugby league game. They have 3 of them every year called State of Origin. It's Queensland versus New South Wales, like the big one. It was Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. over here, and we landed the night before, so my jet lag allowed me to watch. It was absolutely criminal. If anybody here watches State of Origin and is a New South Wales fan, they will know it was a painful game to watch. Nonetheless, I was up, I was there, and I tried footy for a year. Mum and Dad wanted me to try sport, and they very much realised very quickly that I should stick to what I'm good at.
That's what he's good at too as well. The new Lane Pittman EPs across all the streaming platforms now. Let's Get Lost in all the songs available for streaming. Hey, we gutted it out day one. Appreciate you being here, and get some rest while you're here too.
I will. Thank you so much for having me.
Lane Pittman here. The Backstage Pass rolls on here again. Day one coverage almost done here. CMA Fest 2024 live from the Music City Center here too as well. KKTC True Country 99.9 and our friends at HighTideCountry.net. Stay tuned. More to come.